Good day, everyone. This is Sir Echo, and for today's discussion, it's all about the types of communication. In this topic, I want you to know what really communication is. What are the key points of being a source of information and also being a receiver of that information? And also, we're going to discuss primarily the types of communication according to their use, according to their according to the use, the purpose, and style. But before we dig deeper about this topic, I want you to think or contemplate about these images that I'm presenting right now. So as you can see, we have here a telephone, a loudspeaker, film, the radio, the movie clip. We have here a mobile which having a conversation, a post, girl watching television, and people having a good conversation. Okay, what do you think these images depict? All right, that's correct. These are medium of communication. So these are mediums of communication or media of communication. That's correct. These are the means or the tools that we're going to use for us to convey our information to our audience. Our topic for today is all about the types of communication. Ano nga ba ang communication? Is the process of transmitting or exchanging information, expressing their feelings, thoughts, and perspective from one place to another or from one person to another. According po sa blog post ni Nepali Community, yung word daw po na communication ay nanggaling sa dalawang Latin word. Ang una ay communis, which is a noun. Meaning daw po nito ay common, communality, or sharing. Ibig sabihin, because of communication, we are tend to share. Di ba? Ayan o, nasa meaning naman. Transmitting, exchanging. We are sharing our sentiments, our thoughts, the feelings, and our perspective. And galing din daw po to sa Latin word na communicare. Communicare. It is a verb that means makes something common. So dahil sa communication, we tend to imply na magkaroon ng common denominator between between the sender and the receiver ng ating information. So through communication, napaka-essential po ng communication kasi we are tend to understand kung ano nga ba ang gustong iparating sa atin ng isang tao. And through communication, mas nagiging intact yung ating relationship with other people. Sabi pa dito, communication daw is dynamic in nature. Ibig sabihin, pabago-bago, paiba-iba. So, varying in number of people involved and medium used. So, yung communication, nahati pa pala siya sa iba't ibang ways. So, it could be sa mode of communication. Kasi yung mode of communication, it could be in person, like this. In person. Or kaya man, it could tend on a technology base or virtual. Sa virtual, di ba? Like yung natin, video chatting, video messaging, voice messaging, like that. Nangyayari yung communication. Pwede rin po sa paper and prints. Like yung newspapers, magazines. Yan, mga prints. So, it could be vary din sa number of people involved in the communication. Like this one, it is a one-on-one communication. This one is a mass communication. Mass communication, large yung kanyang population. Madami yung kanyang audience. Unlike kapag one-on-one communication, meron lang present na two individuals. Pwede rin in terms of delivery ng message. So, pag sinabing delivery, kung paano natin tinatransfer yung information from one place to another. So, kapag po sa delivery, it could be a one-way communication or kaya man two-way communication. Kapag one-way, ibig sabihin straight lang. So, from the sender to the receiver. Pero, hindi na babalik kay sender yung mismong message ng ating receiver. Ibig sabihin, straight lang. Diretso lang yung message. So, kung ito yung ating sender, ito yung receiver, straight niya lang. Binabato lang ng mismong sender yung ating information. Pero walang feedback na nangyayari. Hindi nagsasagutan yung dalawa. Hindi sila nagsasagutan. So, one way. Ano yung mga example ng one-way communication? We have the television, the radio, yung pagbabasa natin ng prints. Yun is one-way communication. Kasi, we are not tend to give feedback doon sa ating sender. Sunod naman is a two-way communication. Ito na yung nagbabatuhan, yung dalawa. So, ang example nito, yung sa in-person talking, so, could be a two-way communication. Kasi nagkakabatuhan sila ng mga information or yung mga message na gusto nilang sabihin. Ganun din kapag sa chatting. Example na lang din, pag nag-post tayo ng ating bagong profile pic, for sure, meron niyang mga comments. So sa comments, magkakaroon kayo ng interaction doon sa isa't isa. Diba? Madalas yan na nangyayari. So, maliwanag na po sa inyo ang word na communication. Pag communication, ang meaning lang naman yan is to transmit information or to exchange information, express yung ating feelings. Pag tayo'y nalulungkot, nasasaktan, express natin yan sa ating mga kaibigan. And that's communication. Example, sa thoughts naman. So, example niyan kapag nagkakaroon ng recitation, nagtatanong si teacher, sasagot si estudyante. So, that's a form of communication and also perspective. So, pag perspective, sabihin natin yung debate. Diba? Example niyan, debate. Babatuhan sila ng mga linya. That's a form of communication. So, ang daming pwedeng application on how we're able to see what is communication is. And always remember that communication is dynamic in nature. Ibig sabihin, pabago-bago in terms sa number, sa modality, and also sa delivery of the message. Yan. Sunod natin is yung ating information. So, ang information, paulit-ulit nang sinasabi ni Sir Yan kanina. Ngayon, describe natin kung ano nga ba talaga ang information. Information, it refers to the data, knowledge, or instructions through signals or symbols. So, ang information, hindi lang yan basta-basta knowledge. It could be in different forms of information. It could be in a written form yung ating information. It could be in a voice, verbally, nating sinasabi yung ating information. It could be in a symbol forms of information. It could be in a video, in a pictures. So, iyon lagi ang ating information. Iyon po ang kabuuan ng information. It is the data na tinatransfer natin doon sa ating receiver. Media. Ang word naman ng media, these are tools used by the source to disseminate information to the receiver. So, ito yung mga ginagamit nating medium for us to disseminate yung ating information. So, ngayon, napakalawak na ng technology advancement. So, iba't ibang platforms pagdating sa social media yung ginagamit natin. Nauso na nga dyan yung podcasting, live streaming, di ba? Na talaga namang trend ngayon and current na ginagamit ng mga generation natin ngayon. Na kung saan, mas nagiging effective yung pagdi-deliver ng information. Kasi, mas nagiging on time yung nagiging nangyayari through the use of internet, di ba? So, ayan pa rin naman yung iba't ibang mediums na pwede natin gamitin. So, such as yung mga social media apps, the television, the radio that's still existing, yung ating mga sa film, and we have the podcast, and we have the prints. Again, kapag media, ito yung tools. Tools, ang keyword natin dyan. Tools used by the source. Yan. We have the roles in the communication. So, dalawa lang naman yung roles na meron sa communication. So, we have the source of information and we have the receiver of the information. Pag sinabi nating source, it could be the encoder. It could be the sender of the information. Encoder, siya kasi yung nagbibigay ng information. Siya yung nagsesend ng information doon sa ating receiver. So, ang dami-dami nating mediums na pwede nating gamitin as a source of information. Example na nga lang dyan, yung ating television and yung ating mga prints, no? Pero ngayon, dahil nga napaka-advanced na ng technology, we have different social media platforms na ginagamit para mas malaki yung ating audience na mapaparitangan ng ating information. Na kung saan nakikita natin na with that, yung mga source of information natin, nai-influensyahan natin yung mga tao na maaaring makarinig, makakita ng ating content. Ganyan. Sunod natin is yung receiver. Ang receiver, it could be the decoder of the information. So, ibig sabihin, yung encoder, ito, yung ating source, yung encoder, ito naman yung decoder. Ibig sabihin, siya ngayon yung mag-iisip kung ano nga ba ang gustong iparating ng ating source. Siya ngayon magta-transcribe. Ano ba kasi yung gustong iparating ng ating source? Yun naman po ang ating receiver. Again, sa rules ng communication, we have the source, sa source, the sender or the decoder, and we have the receiver or yung ating decoder of the information. Dito naman, pinapakita lang yung two key components or the key points for us to have an effective communication as a source of information. Ibig sabihin, ano po yung dapat kong isaalang-alang as a source of information para magkaroon tayo ng effective communication. Pag sinabi kasi nating effective communication, dapat naintindihan ng ating audience, ng ating receiver, kung ano nga ba yung gustong iparating ng ating, kung ano ba yung gusto nating iparating sa kanila. So, as a source of information, dapat ito yung dapat tinataglay ng aking information or kaya man, ito yung dapat kong isaalang-alang para magkaroon ng effective communication. So, una na nga dito is yung development of information. Development of information is tend to support that our information is well organized, well thought, systematic. Para sa ganun, pagdating doon sa receiver, talagang alam at naunawaan niya kung ano yung gusto mong ipahiwatig. Second is the selection of medium. Ibig sabihin, yung information na gusto nating ipahiwatig, dapat, swak. dapat compatible yung ginagamit nating medium para mas lalo siyang mas maging effective sa pagdi-disseminate ng information. So, we need to have a proper selection pagdating sa medium in disseminating our information. For example, as a source, ang gusto kong information na ibigay sa aking mga audience ay kung paano magluto ng kare-kare. As a source of information, syempre dapat kumpleto. Nandoon ang ingredients, ang sukat, ang procedure, the step-by-step procedure on how to cook kare-kare. Ang iisipin ko na lang ngayon is what is the most effective medium or media for me to have a effective communication to my audience. Sa alang-alang natin, ano nga ba yung pwedeng maging factor? For example, ang gusto kong maging prospect is yung aking mga beginners na magluluto. Yung walang masyadong experience sa pagluluto. Therefore, kung wala silang masyadong experience sa pagluluto, the tendency, kung isusulat ko lang yung materials, yung ating ingredients, and yung procedure sa isang print, for sure, hindi nila maiintindihan masyado. Dahil, hindi nila alam yung mga terminologies or yung jargons na nandoon. So that's why, for me to have an effective communication with them, maybe, I would choose to have a video tutorial. Di ba? Kasi ang tendency sa mga beginners is to replicate yung maaari kong gawin during the process of making kare-kare. Second, halimbawa, may mga experience na sa pagluluto. Mga chefs na. Therefore, I could say, I could use yung aking prints. So maybe I could make a post, 'di ba? Blog post, 'di ba? Para makita ng mga iba't ibang chefs on how I made my own version of kare-kare. So sila, maintindihan na nila agad-agad 'yon kasi may experience na sila. Meron na silang idea kung ano yung mga nakasulat doon sa aking gagawing material for the making kare-kare. Okay? So, sana malinaw po sa inyo yung key components as a source para magkaroon ng effective communication. Una is to develop yung ating information. Dapat well thought, systematic, and organized. And secondly, dapat selection of medium or media to be used in disseminating information is compatible doon sa ating na-organize na information. And the factors is yung ating audience, 'di ba? Sa pag-select din natin ng ating medium is yung ating audience. Isaalang-alang natin yung makikinig or yung magre-receive ng ating information. Types of communication can be categorized to according to the channel used and the purpose and style. So, pag sinabi po nating channel, it is the medium, the mean, the manner, or method on how we are intended to send yung ating message doon sa ating mga receiver. So, na-categorize pa pala siya sa dalawa. According to channel and according sa purpose and style. Yung ating types of communication. So, according to channel use, we have verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Ito po, alam nyo na to dahil na-discuss naman na din to sa iba nating mga subjects. So, verbal communication, syempre, it refers to the communication which message is transmitted verbally. It's either done by mouth or a piece of writing. So, pag mouth, that is oral communication. Kapag naman done by pen and paper, that could be a written. Or kaya man, could be electronically based. So, that is typewritten. So, we have the written communication still. So, pag sinabi natin oral communication, those are spoken words. Use and oral communication is being influenced by pitch, volume, speed, and clarity of speaking. So, ang tatandaan lang po natin kapag verbal communication, nahati lang siya sa dalawa, we have the oral and written. So, done by mouth or kaya man, ito, pen and paper kapag written naman. Kapag oral communication, syempre, mga example ng communication na yan kapag nagdi-delivery tayo ng speech. Or kaya man nakikipag-usap tayo in person, nagre-recite tayo sa klase, nag-cheer tayo sa crowd, or sa ating mga pambato sa laro. That's oral communication. We're using our mouths to share kung ano nga ba yung nasa utak natin, kung ano ba yung nasa feelings natin. That is oral communication. Kapag written communication, could be in a typewritten or kaya man handwritten communication. Yung mga prints, example niya, mga newspaper, mga letters, di ba? Letters could be electronically made or kaya man yung ating mga sulat kamay na letters. So, mga signages could be a written communication. Non-verbal communication naman po, pag non-verbal communication, it refers to sending or receiving wordless messages. Ibig sabihin, kapag verbal communication, gumagamit tayo ng mga words. Iyon siya na de-define. Gumagamit kasi tayo ng mga words para ma-convey natin yung ating information. Kapag non-verbal naman, so dito papasok yung ating wordless messages such as body language, posture, tone, voice, or facial expression. Non-verbal cues help in interpreting the message clearer and accurately. So, according to channel pala and views, dapat ini-integrate natin yung dalawa. Yung verbal communication and yung non-verbal communication pagdating sa pakikipagtalastasan sa ibang tao. Para sa ganun, maging mas effective siya. So, halimbawa, nakikipag-usap tayo, nagalit tayo sa ating kausap, syempre, meron tayong mga body languages na pinapakita such as yung pagkukunot ng ating mga noo. Diba? Pag-frown, tapos pag-sigaw, sa tono, galit ako, ganon. So, diba, nagkakaroon ng clearer vision kung ano nga ba ang gusto mong ipahiwatig sa ating audience. So, non-verbal communication, meron pa yung iba't ibang elements. So, we have the appearance. Refer to how a person is perceived by others, the way he looks, even their surroundings where the communication takes place, the set, the mood, and the tone of conversation to. Conversation. Minsan kasi, halimbawa, pag first meeting mo, for example, makikipag-meet up ka sa isang tao. First time. Ayan. Sa stranger to stranger. Siyempre, magkikita sila. Sabi nga nila, first impression last. Unang makikita mo is yung kanyang itsura. Kung ayos ba siya manamit, kamusta ba yung hawi ng buhok niya, malinis ba siyang tignan, 'di ba? Nagkakaroon ka na agad ng impression doon sa isang tao once na nakita mo siya. And also, pagdating sa environment. Siyempre, halimbawa nasa isang crowd, 'di ba? Maaring makaapekto kasi 'yon sa pakikipag-conversation mo sa isang tao. Example niyan kapag nasa classroom ka. yung tono ng boses mo at pananalita, syempre, mahinahon kasi yung mga maaring maging makausap mo is yung mga higher years or kaya man yung mga teachers or instructors mo. So, iyon naman pagdating sa appearance. Sunod dito is yung ating body language. So, refers to the way speaks acts by using gestures or body movement, facial expression, and mannerism. So, pag nakipag-communicate tayo, halimbawa yung ibang tao mahilig mag-halokip-kip ng yung nakapamewang. So, minsan nagiging indication siya na parang masyado kang above them or kaya man superior ka sa kanila pag nakaganon ka. Or kaya man, dahil naging mannerism mo na kapag may kausap ka tas nakaganito ka, syempre, parang nagiging tingin sa'yo ng ibang tao ay attitude, like that. Or parang mahirap kang mapakiusapan. Ganon. So, dapat naging aware din tayo sa mga body languages na pinapakita natin sa tao when we are communicating with them. Sunod naman is sounds. So, refers to the way words are being said. Its tone, pace, and volume are considered in understanding the true meaning of what is being said. So, katulad na nga lang ng sabi ko kanina, yung tone or yung tono natin sa pagsasalita is also a factor para mas maintindihan tayo ng ating audience or ng ating receiver. Ayun nga, ang example ko kanina, galit. So, pagbibigkasin natin yung salitang galit, galit ba dapat? Monotone, galit. Galit ako. Dahil pag sinabi mong galit ako, para kasing pag monotone, parang nangyayari is nagiging sarcasm. Hindi, galit ako. Hindi, galit ako. Hindi, galit ako. 'Di ba? Nagiging iba-iba yung ating magiging interpretation kung ano nga bang gustong ipahiwatig ng ating sender sa tono pa lang ng ating pananalita. Sa pace, ayan, sa bilis, and also sa lakas ng ating boses. So again, according sa channel use, we have the verbal and non-verbal communication. Pag verbal communication, gumagamit tayo ng mga words. 'Di ba? In order to convey yung ating information, could be done orally or in a written communication. Pag non-verbal, under ng non-verbal, we have the different elements. We have the appearance, the body language, and yung ating sounds. So kapag po appearance, it could be the physical appearance ng ating kausap. Or it could be the environment kung nasaan tayo nakikipag-usap. Also, the body language, yung mga gestures, mannerisms na ginagawa ng ating kausap when he or she speaks to us. So, dapat tayo, aware din tayo kung ano nga ba. Baka mamaya mannerism niya lang talaga or kaya man, mamaya kasi mamislead tayo. Ayaw nating mamislead. Diba? Sa sounds, refers to the way words are being said or especially the tone, the pace, and the volume. So, sana po maliwanag po sa inyo yan according to the use. Types of communication according to channel used. Sunod naman natin is according on purpose and style. So, communication is a means to express, inform, entertain, and interact. Yun naman kasi talaga ang purpose ng communication. For us to interact with other people para ma-express or ma-inform, ma-entertain, or ma-persuade natin yung ating mga kausap. So under this, we have the formal communication and informal communication. Sabi dito, formal communication takes place in professional setting that follows guidelines that emphasizes information dissemination. Dito, sa formal communication, nangyayari to sa mga professional setting. So, kung sa atin, as students, syempre nangyayari to kapag meron tayong mga academic academic activities such as reporting, ano pa ba, presentation, yung ating thesis. Syempre, piling-pili yung ating piling-pili yung mga ginagamit nating words. And meron tayong sinusunod na guidelines, di ba? Ganun po kapag formal communication. So, formal communication, masyado tayong picky pagdating sa use of words. Or kaya man, meron tayong tinatawag na jargons. So, yung jargons, ito yung words na ginagamit lang from that specialized field. For example, as a engineer, meron silang mga words na gagamitin lang nila. Parang sa ganun, magkaintindihan sila. Iyon yun sa formal communication. Professional setting. So, madalas dito, pinapakita yun sa mga businesses. Example din ito, yung pag-apply natin ng mga scholarship programs, or kaya man, pakipag-usap natin sa mga superiors natin sa trabaho. So, we are using yung formal communication. Meron tayong formal na may format tayo na sinusunod para mas maging kaaya-aya at mas maging professional yung dating ng ating pakikipag-communicate sa kanila. Yun pagdating sa formal communication. Pagdating naman po sa informal communication, it takes place in daily interaction happening in an ordinary setting. Ito yung mga types ng communication, communication na nangyayari sa bahay, sa kaibigan natin, 'di ba? Sa katrabaho na nagiging close na natin, 'di ba? Kasi pag formal communication, pagdating sa workplace kasi minsan pag hindi natin masyadong close, syempre medyo civil tayo. Formal lang tayo makipag-usap sa kanila. Pero minsan dahil nga close na natin yung ating ka-workmate, so, it could be an informal communication kasi daily interaction na siya. And yung mga use of words natin is minsan straightforward. Medyo, ano bang tawag doon? Gumagamit tayo ng mga slang words or kaya man acronyms, di ba? Pag gumagamit tayo ng, pag nangyayari ang isang informal communication. So, yung casual talk. So, between family, friends, and others. Pagdating naman sa informal communication. Again, balikan natin yung ating types of communication. So, sa types ng communication, nahati siya sa dalawa according to channel used and according sa purpose and style. Pagdating po sa ating according to channel use, we have the verbal and non-verbal communication. Under ng verbal communication, we have the written and oral communication. Pag non-verbal, meron pa yung elements na tatlo, which are yung ating appearance, body language, and yung ating sounds. And according naman sa purpose and style, we have the formal and informal communication. So, as a recap lang, balikan lang natin, sum up lang natin, that communication is the transmission or exchanging of information, feelings, thoughts, or perspective from one place to another. And communication is dynamic that could tend to vary in terms sa medium use, sa modality, could be in person, technology based, or kaya man paper, could be vary in numbers of people receiving yung ating information. Kasi, di ba, it could be a one-on-one communication or two individuals talking or a mass communication in which a large of people are hearing the information or getting the information. Sunod natin is the delivery of the message. It could be a one-way communication or a two-way communication. So, pag sinabi nating information, this is the data the knowledge or instruction that we are wanted to send, signal, or we tend to send to the receiver. So, in different forms yung ating information. It could be a type a typewritten or handwritten, in words, through mouth. It could be a video, a music, a photograph, na kung saan we are going to send doon sa ating receiver. Pagdating naman sa media, ang media, these are the tools that we are going to use to disseminate yung ating information. So, napakadaming media. May social media platforms. Meron tayong telephone, cellphone, smartphones, di ba? Na ginagamit, the television, the radio, the newspaper, the film, the photographs. Ang daming mediums on how we're able to disseminate yung information na gusto nating maparating doon sa ating mga audience. Sunod natin is the roles in the communication. Ano ba yung dalawang roles? We have the source and the receiver. Pag sinabi nating source, sa kanya manggagaling yung information. Kapag naman si receiver, siya naman yung magde-decode ng information kung ano nga ba ang gustong iparating ng ating source. Sunod naman yung key components ng isang source ng information to have an effective communication. We have the development of information and the selection ng ating medium. Sunod natin, ayun na nga, yung types ng ating communication. According to channel use and according sa purpose and style. So sana po, naging malinaw po ngayong araw kung ano nga ba ang types of communication. So thanks for participating and listening in my discussion. Bye-bye!